Hey guys, Hello Bella here. In this video, I'm going to be doing a what sold on eBay video. And if you aren't familiar with eBay and you haven't sold much on eBay, I really encourage you to watch videos like this because it just kind of makes it a little bit easier when you're starting out to see what types of things to look for, what kind of profit you can expect, how much money you might have to invest. These are all very good things to find out in the beginning so that you can have a pretty good knowledge base when you get ready to go out there and do some reselling. So the first item that sold was a book that I paid $1 for. I got this from the Jack's Dollar Deals, the Amazon returns store that I frequently go to. This book was a really interesting book. I had a little bit of a flaw here that I had to put. You can see this is scratched here. Otherwise, I probably could have gotten more for it. But it got full asking price, $77.95. So that is, to me, a week's worth of groceries for $1 investment. So really happy with that sale. This next item, I got these items on what is called Fill-A-Bag Day. So my returns outlet store has a day where everything is fill a bag for $10. So at that time, I get as much as I can, and then I will lot items together to make it worth it with the shipping. So I guess I have about $2 invested in this, if that even, and I sold this for full asking price, $39.95. And this is, just an example of the power of compounding products. If you have a lot of something, it's a lot easier to move it, especially for people who are shopping on eBay. They are sometimes tightwads, they want to get a deal, they want something for as cheap as possible, they may be stocking up on a favorite product that they're no longer able to find, so this is a great item to pick up if you can get it cheap enough. And that is really the game of reselling. It's like, how cheap can I get this and how high can I sell it for? Okay, the next item is also a food item. I got these for $1 each, and they wound up selling for full price for $49.99. And this is the second time that I've sold this exact product in a lot of four for $50. I find that it ships pretty easily. It usually ships for around $12, so I've got a pretty good return there. I think I made about $25 profit off of this one. This item is something that I don't really know what it is. I'm not really familiar with it, and I brought it home and I showed one of my friends, and she's like, yeah, we had to buy that when our cat went crazy and he was peeing on everything and trying to destroy the house. So apparently this is kind of like a little meditation reset for your cat. I paid $5 for this, and it sold for $54.95, and I believe that sold in about 24 hours. On this item, I took a best offer of $80, and I think that I actually sent the offer. Sometimes when I have a couple of watchers, I will always send an offer, but the offer is usually only between 5 and 10% less than the asking price. And my strategy is to list everything as buy it now. I don't add best offer on. I list everything as buy it now, and then I will list it for maybe a couple dollars more than I actually want to sell it for. And then I will send those 10% off offers to the customers, and then I can usually wind up making some sales throughout the week just by sending out those offers. This is an item that I usually probably would have looked over this, but it was just so intriguing and it was so big at my local thrift store. It was $3.99, and these things are so heavy. If they wouldn't have shipped medium mail, it would have cost a fortune to ship them. I paid $3.99 and it sold full asking price for $69.99, and I sent so many offers to people for like $55, $50 for these because I was just trying to get rid of them. And I think it took about 3 months for this to sell, but for $4 to turn into $70, not a bad flip at all. This is an item that I got on $1 day, and this was $3 invested. I sold it for $21.95. I think it shipped first class, so it cost about $3 to ship. So I think I made about $8 profit off of this, which is not like amazing, but it's one of those things that it's easy to store, and I knew it was going to sell relatively quickly because there was plenty of comps for it. So that is something that I was willing to, use my time and energy and put my time and energy into it because I knew it would be a pretty fast return. Next item is this Australian Gold lotion. Now I paid $1 each for these, and this sold for $23.95, and this also shipped, I believe this might have shipped first class. Yeah, these are only 3 ounces each, so I bubble wrapped them and shipped them off first class. And that is one of those things where if it's lightweight, you know you can only have to pay $3 or $4 to ship it. I would say it's definitely worth it. So you've got $2 invested, sold for $23.95, and I'm probably profiting on here probably around $10 profit. This is an item that kind of reminds me that it's always important to look things up. Now, I don't know who Kristen S. Hare is. I don't know anything about that, and I almost let this product go. It's a sample perfume pack of 5 different perfumes. I got it for $5. Oop, just made a sale. I got it for $5, and this is something that normally I would not pick up, but I looked up the comps on it, and there was a few that had sold on eBay, and there aren't very many available. So this sold for full asking price, $44.95, and it was super cheap to ship, and it's just one of those flips that's just easy money. I probably made about $25 profit. Actually, probably made closer to $30 profit on this off of a $5 investment. Next up, we've got another book, and one thing that I'm noticing is that the rare collectible books do a little bit better on eBay. This had like a 5 million sales rank on Amazon, but on eBay it had several comps. Some of them sold anywhere between $30 to $80, so I listed this one at $59.95, and it sold in a day. I paid $1 for it, so I did not want to get greedy. I just wanted to make my money and go on about my life, so I made, probably after fees and shipping, made just over $50 profit on this item. So turned $1 into $50 in a day. And that is why I love reselling. I don't know. I don't think there's anything like it. The feeling of spending $1 or spending $5 and then turning around and looking at your bank account go up because you just turned $1. You basically turned something into nothing. You found the value in something that everybody else did not see the value in. And I think that is why resellers still exist, because we are really the middlemen helping things move along the economy and helping things get to the hands of the customers who actually want them. Because realistically, there is just no way that the customer would have ever found this without me pulling it out of some random thrift store in North Alabama. Anyways, rant over. I sold this particular item twice. I sold it for $64.95, so I have $5 invested in each one of these. We can just say that we have 15 in it. It's shipped for, I think, around $12, so should pull out about $25 to $30 profit, and I have sold this twice. So whenever I bought these, I bought 6 at one time for $5 each, and you know, it's a pretty good return. Turning $15, you get your 15 back plus another 30. Hopefully I'm making sense in my math. I do talk about this a little bit quickly sometimes because to me it just makes sense. I've been doing reseller math for so long, I guess, that it just makes sense to me. I don't sell a lot of clothing. I do not enjoy selling clothing, but I was looking at clothing for myself while I was at the thrift store, and I ran across this North Face, and they only wanted $6 for it. I took a best offer for $29.90, and I think I profited around $15 off of my $6 on this, and it sold relatively quickly. I think it sold in about 2 weeks, and it shipped very easily, so did not mind selling that at all. Alright, here is the last item, and once again you can see that I am really in favor of lotting things together. I think it makes a lot more sense for us as resellers to have multiple quantities of something because we only have to ship it once versus shipping it 3 times, and you save money on shipping. This particular item I got on Fill-A-Bag Day. I don't know what it even is. Some kind of coffee, obviously. It's got the Starbucks logo on it. It looks expensive to me, so I mean, I don't really know what this is. It's espresso roast. Okay. Well, I can't really say it or pronounce it, so I'm not doing too good here. But anyways, I sold it. At least I can do that. $42.95 off of less than $2 investment, and those were really lightweight. I'm sure they shipped probably for around $10 or less. I don't think they would go first class because I didn't want them to get like dented and broke. I did wind up putting them in a box. Here are my final thoughts for you. If you are trying to get into the eBay game, don't make guesses. All you have to do when you look up something on the eBay app is click solds. If you don't see any solds, it's a good chance that the item that you're picking up is not worth picking up. If you see a lot of solds and you can check the date and they've sold in the last week or the last month, it's a good indicator that it's something that is worth picking up. And the only reason that you should buy something is that if you can make a profit that makes sense to you. If you pay $5 and you only make $5, to me that's just not worth it. But if you pay $1 and you make $5, or you make 10, or you make 15 or 20, that is worth it. So as a reseller, you have to decide what is worth it to you. And over time, certain things will become more worth it, certain things will become less worth it. So I would strongly encourage you to sell in lots of different categories. When I first started out reselling, I pretty much only sold books, and now I sell all kinds of things. So I would say don't limit yourself, don't box yourself into one thing, and always be looking for different sources. The way that we make money as resellers is finding the sources that other people cannot find. It might be just having a relationship with like a local thrift store, or having a relationship with a retail store. Always be trying to make those relationships and always tell people what you do. I found that over the years, trying to hide that you're a reseller is not a good strategy for getting new inventory. I mean, it sounds kind of obvious, but you would not believe the amount of people that I've met who are not very upfront about the fact that they're a reseller. So whenever I tell people, I'm saying, yeah, I'm a reseller. I make a living by buying things cheap and then selling them for more money on Amazon or eBay. And so people can respect that as a job or a career. And I think that most people understand that everything that we buy essentially from a reseller. Walmart doesn't sell things at cost to you. They sell things to you to make a profit. So anyways, I'll wrap up. I just wanted to show you guys some things that I've sold on eBay. I haven't done one of these videos in a really long time, so I thought, hey, I'll just fill them in on what I've been doing, and they can kind of get an idea of some of the products that I have found profitable. All of these things I believe have sold probably in the last month or so, so if you guys like this type of content, you can always subscribe to the channel. I can tell you that I have made more money every single year, year after year, just by fine-tuning this craft and kind of understanding what I'm doing on a macro level and then at a micro level. So anyways, I will wrap up, guys. Hope you have a great week. I will catch you in the next video.